So I have a confession. I ended up breaking the extension, and I also stripped one of the lug nuts pretty bad. One of the biggest problems that the Hellcat has is the fact that it produces a lot of brake dust. Now, I'm not even exaggerating, because it is like I have to clean these wheels every 2 days if I want to keep her clean. To show you the current status of these wheels. Wow. Yeah, that is very dirty. Now let's take a look at, can you see the difference? Yeah, they are, wow, super filthy. And I actually bought something to help solve the problem today. I bought this from Shine Supply, and it is this beadlock wheel and suspension ceramic coating. So I'm super excited to test this out because I am tired of cleaning these wheels every 2 days. So I'm really hoping that this solves all of my problems. Don't forget about your parking brake, and we're good. Let's do the front first. Oh my God. Do you see how much got on the house? Oh wow. Yeah, that is insane. Now the rear is not as bad. Yeah. You can still see some of it coming off on the rear, but it's definitely nowhere near as bad as the front wheels. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead, finish washing them before we start doing the ceramic coating. Okay, so it's time to use the throwback paint cleanser, and all we have to do is spray onto a microfiber towel and then wipe it off with the clean side. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We have to shake this first. Oh, smells good. Now, my question is, how is the finish of the ceramic coating? Oh, okay, I see it working immediately, and it leaves like no residue. Okay, do you see this? Do you see this? First impressions, first impressions. Now let's do a dried side and just clean it off. I'm trying to be cautious and making sure I do all the way around. All right, doesn't look that different, so that's good. Now it's time to do the beadlock wheel and suspension ceramic coating. So we're gonna do a light spray. Now the good thing is that this bottle says that it will last for 3 to 4 sets. So after we're done spraying, we're gonna use the applicator to evenly spread it out, and then we're gonna use a clean microfiber towel and make sure that it's all nice and even. So let's go ahead and do that. Smells like mint. Yep, smells like mint. All right, let's do that. Okay, that's pretty even. I did want to show you there is a difference. It doesn't look glossy, but there is a difference. So this is without and this is with the bead lock. Well, I think you might be able to get away with like 1 spray per section, depending on how fast you want to work. Don't forget about the lip. Grab your towel. You can see a little bit of overspray when I did it from the back. You can tell a little bit of the overspray, so I want to make sure that I evenly coat this and make sure that it doesn't leave any like quote unquote watermarks. It's another concern of mine. Pretty easy to use so far, and it seems like you have a little bit of time to move the product around. Sometimes I feel like when it's hot you might need to work even quicker, but this seems to have just enough time for you to spread it nice and even. So you see how there's some overspray right here? I just take the applicator that has some of the product because I've been using it obviously, and just kind of wipe over that and spread it, and it seems to not leave any like watermarks. That's another of my concern, because like how fast do I need to be moving before this sets? So it seems to be doing really well. Make sure you get all the corners in here. Same thing on this side. So then you're going to want to grab your microfiber towel. Make sure everything kind of gets spread evenly, and you can see the difference between this side and that side that has the overspray. So here is a before and after. This is the front wheel, rear wheel, and you can see it left a little bit more of a shine. It looks cleaner, so I don't think that's too much of a difference compared to this one. Now this wheel is cleaned, it's dry, and we have not used the ceramic coating on there, so you can see the difference between the two. I'm not mad at the fact that it looks a little bit more shinier. Oh, you can kind of see here on the edge. Maybe it's me, I don't know. I guess it was just me. So you can see the difference between the two. I'm not mad at this because it just looks cleaner. It still looks like satin, but it's not gloss, so that's pretty good. So I'm loving that so far. And this is the wheel that's obviously cleaned and has no product on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on there. We are going to throw the wheel back on. And no, I did not wash Ruby, nor did I clean anything in here, just because it's really hot. It is 100 degrees in here, and a refresher, we are in a tin can. So we're just gonna throw the wheel back on because that is literally what this video is about, and it's too hot right now. How is it over 100 degrees inside this oven? So I have a confession. You know how I was having a lot of problems removing the lug nuts from this wheel? Yeah, that is because I ended up breaking the extension. Guess where I'm at now? Looks like it is stripped at this point, because you see, I'm not excited about that, and I don't have the extension for this, so just broke that. Now I have to figure out how to get rid of that, because the whole point was to do ceramic coating. But yay me. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's happened to, but it's definitely my first time that this has happened, and I should have known better from the first wheel. But here we are. And I also stripped one of the lug nuts pretty bad, that I had to go to the store because I have the smaller sockets, which usually wouldn't be a problem, but because of the way these wheels are, I had to use an extension, and the extension broke, and now I had to go buy the longer, like the deeper sockets, in order for that to happen. So what I had to do was hammer the extension in, and I don't even know if it's gonna, I don't even want to put it back in. I don't want to get it back in there stuck. Anyways, I hammered the life out of this thing, which I think you can kind of see. Yeah, see, I hammered this in there, and then I was able to remove the lug nut, drop it on the floor, and then it popped out. Oh, there it goes. And you can see that it's pretty bad. So thankfully, I have spares. Let me put everything back down. I have spares because I have wheel locks. I have 4 spare lug nuts. So good thing I don't need to make another trip, but I felt like that was bound to happen one of these days where I was gonna strip one of the lug nuts, and I didn't know it was gonna be today. So, whew, glad I got that off my chest. I also wanted to show you where I fell when I broke the extension. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Just in case. Now that that's done, we're gonna drive the Hellcat for a few days and see if ceramic coating the wheels makes a difference on the amount of brake dust that gets stuck to the wheels. So I'll see you in a few days and we'll see how it ends up looking. I also am curious to see how the wheel actually looks, in the sense of, does the product turn more matte? Does it get more glossy? I don't know. I've never done ceramic coating on the wheels before, so this is a completely new product for me. In addition, I also want to see if it makes it easy to clean afterwards. Overall, my first impressions of the product, it was super easy to use, very simple instructions. I only wish that there was maybe at least 2 more cloths in the kit, but it's not like we don't have enough cloths in our garage already or in our detailing cart, so I don't think that's a big deal. Overall, it smelled good. I don't think I had any complaints. Also, I use no gloves. I personally do not like to use gloves, and I also have very sensitive skin. So if that makes a difference to anybody, I didn't get any allergic reactions to the products using it without gloves. I don't know, use it at your discretion, but those are just like my first impressions of the product. So I'll see you in a few days. I'd driven Ruby for a week straight and was extra heavy-footed today just to make sure that we got enough brake dust. So place your bets down below to let me know if you think that this product worked as good as it claims to do. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. I had to resist touching this, and you can see that I have not washed the wheel again, as you can see the little mark from last time. So I wanted to give it a real test and show you what it looks like after driving her for a week and heavy-footed. So, oh wow, why is that still, is that just as bad? Wait a minute, I can feel, okay, it does feel different now, but this looks just as bad. I wonder if I rinse this off, is it gonna come off easier? And I want to touch it now. After I rinse it, I want to touch it and see how much of the residue actually comes off, because I was expecting less brake dust. Call me crazy, but let's do one more. Where should I do it? Should I do it right here? I mean, I don't know. You tell me if it looks like less brake dust than before, but let me go ahead and pull her outside and rinse her. You can still see all the brake dust coming off. So give it a good rinse. It's a lot of brake dust. Does it look less? I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, moment of truth. This is no soap, just water. I haven't even scrubbed it or anything. Okay, I think this is fair, right? All right, let's try this one here. Okay, I think we're doing good. I think that actually did remove a lot of the brake dust without having to scrub. And it does look, I mean, it looks clean from here. And apparently it did a good job at removing it. But first impressions, I didn't think this was going to work. Clearly from that first swab, that didn't do good. First impressions, I thought this wasn't going to work. Clearly, based off of the 3 swatches that I did, it didn't look promising to me. But after rinsing it off, I can tell that there's a lot less residue on the wheels, which to me is an indicator that I will need to spend less time washing the wheels. Now, I don't know about you, but washing the wheels is probably the most time-consuming part when it comes to washing the car. So if I can spend less time washing the car and more time driving her, then I think that this product is worth it. So go ahead and check them out. I'll leave the link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Drive safe. Bye.